Andy Houston on 2. The event will start in 60 seconds.
Copy, I'm ready.
Station, this is Houston. Are you ready for the event?
Houston, this is Station. I'm ready for the event.
European Space Agency, this is Mission Control Houston. Please call station for a voice check.
Lidt overrasket blev at det gik op for mig, at når man er uddannelses- og forskningsminister, så er man som også minister for det ydre front. Det er ikke engang løgn. Det tror jeg heller ikke, ministeren vidste, dengang Lykke ringede til hende, men vi kan prøve at spørge hende selv. Christina Elo.
Den var Andreas, vi glæder os.
Vidste du det?
Det med det ydre rum. At jeg fandt ud af det efter nogle dage, efter regeringen var dannet. Der var en, der sagde til mig, er du klar over, altså i omfang er jo altså den minister, der har det største ressort, og vi ved jo faktisk ikke, fordi rummet er uendeligt og alt det der, ikke?
Stor magt.
Jeg havde sagt ja alligevel, men ja.
Vi skal ikke helt ud til det ydre rum nu. Lidt tættere på. Jeg ved ikke, om det er stadig.
Den var Andreas.
Nu har jeg glædet mig til at kunne sige Andreas Mogenson her i Herning. Topmødet, DI-topmødet i Herning 2023.
In 2023.
Og svæver han. Andreas Mogenson, tillykke med udnævnelsen til kommandør, som jo fandt
Hi, Andreas. Congratulations with being appointed commander. How do you feel up there?
Jamen, tusind tak, og velkommen til den internationale rumstation. Jeg har det fantastisk. Det har vi alle sammen. Vi har været heroppe lidt over en måneds tid nu. Det er lidt overraskende, så hurtigt tiden er gået. Men vi er faldet godt til. Arbejdet går godt.
Work is going well. The Expedition 70 started this week, and I took over the commander post this week.
En anden ting, jeg er klar over, er en af de aller sidste personer, Andreas Mogenson så inden han drog opad. Det var faktisk dig, Christina Elo. Hvad vil du gerne spørge ham om?
Before he launched was you, Christina.
Nu har du,
Hi, Andreas.
Nu har du været deroppe i
Thank you for the last time.
Og dermed jo også
You've been up there for about a month, and weightless for the first time in a very long time. How does that feel in your body and in your head?
Det er ikke noget, man rigtig lægger mærke til, udover at
it's something you don't really pay much attention to, except I feel a little congested in my head because the blood doesn't really get sucked into my legs by gravity. But I feel very good. I exercise 2 hours every day, so I feel healthy. And it's very fun to be here in a completely different condition.
Det er jo en lidt anderledes lederrolle, kan man godt sige, at du har påtaget dig som leder af en rumstation. Udover at motionere de her 2 timer, hvad gør I så konkret
aside from exercising the astronauts, what do you do to ensure your physical and mental well-being up there?
Ja, det er et godt spørgsmål. Altså, vi
That's a very good question.
For at kunne ligesom bevare vores
maintain
evner til at arbejde
our ability to work efficiently for 6 months. We try to have a very structured work day. We get up at the same time every day, and we stop working at 7:30 at night, so we also have time to eat dinner and relax.
lørdag på at gøre rent, det er selvfølgelig også
we then use Saturday to clean because, of course, the space station has to be clean. Everything has to be organized. And then we take Sunday off. We also try to eat meals together at least a few times a week, where we get together and have a good time, talk. And we also have the opportunity to speak to a psychologist. So there are multiple ways that we're trying to stay well. That's good to hear, and that you're all doing well. But it's also very hard work. While you are there, you have to do experiments up there on behalf of Danish universities. And you have some Danish companies, Danish aerospace, have some technologies up there to do biological experiments. Could you tell us how that is going?
Jo, jeg er i gang med at teste
health monitoring. Yes, I am testing right now a sensor that can monitor different parameters such as your heart rate, your respiratory frequency, and your temperature. It's like a little sensor I can wear under my clothes all day, and it can measure my vitals. That is one example of the things that we are testing up here. We are subjects. We give blood samples, urine samples, saliva that's being analyzed up here and on Earth, and then we will compare results from before and while we're up here and after to compare results and see what happens. And the other experiment is about the giant flashes. You have to take some photos of a little camera. Now you have to take bigger photos. What is it? What are these giant lightning? What do we have to find out about them? What do we use the knowledge about them for?
Selvom meget af den forskning vi laver heroppe
although a lot of the research we do up here
så laver vi også en del grundforskning
hvor det simpelthen is secondary research. We also do fundamental researching where we try to become more knowledgeable about human beings, about the universe. And so for 20, 30 years ago, we discovered a new phenomenon, these giant lightnings that shoot up from the ground and out into space. And we want to know more about how they start and why and what kind of influence they have on our atmosphere. We have cooperation with Therma, a very big company. I have to be on the. We have to be on the. Or there's some on the outside of the space station. We have to take recordings of these very, very big lightnings that can take a lot of frames per second, so that we can become wiser and know more about these lightnings. There's huge amounts of energy that are being released into the atmosphere. It's also maybe a way to transport gases from different levels of the atmosphere. So it could also maybe influence our climate. And something that we need to use in our models. There are also some experiments with something that we know about here, 3D printing, water purification. What do you have to do with that up there? What do you have to find out?
Det lettere at jonglere i vægtløs tilstand?
It's easier to juggle in weightless condition.
Jamen altså, vi... altså vandrensning for eksempel.
Water purification, for instance, and 3D printing are technologies that we can use on Earth, but also have a lot of significance in the future when we go further into space. First back to the moon, but also later onto Mars. We have to be independent as much as possible from Earth when we are in space. It's very expensive to send something up here. So we have to recycle as much as possible, and that also applies to water. Our urine, our sweat, all the condensation is being collected and purified to become drinking water, and we're using currently about 95% we are recycling aboard. We are testing a new technology to purify wastewater in a way that does not. We're using proteins to transport water molecules, and 3D printing is another experiment. I have to test the 3D printer in the hope that in the future we can print our own spare parts and components that we need up here. Right now, everything is being transported from Earth up to us. But if we can print them ourselves, it will make us more independent from Earth. Something that is very exciting for the future. When we go further into space, for instance, to Mars. I'm very curious. Is that a watch you have on your... what do you use that for? Time passes a lot faster up there with all the sunrises you experiment every 24 hours. It's a completely normal watch I'm wearing. We use Greenwich Mean Time. We have a very, very tight time schedule organized by Mission Control Center in Houston. I have a schedule on my iPad with a red line, and I try to follow that red line during the day so that I don't fall behind. Time is extremely important up here, even if we don't have a normal day and night rhythm. Andreas, it's very, very nice to hear that you can eat together and that you take time off on Sunday. But what do you do when you don't work up there? I spend time talking to my family and my friends, and I also love to watch, to sit by the window, by the cupola, and we can sit out there to look down on Earth and take photos. We have some very good cameras with very big lenses, so we can sit here and take photos of the Earth and share with people on Instagram, for instance, Twitter, Facebook.
Andreas, jeg ved ikke, om du kunne høre det, men jeg tror, der var
enkelte gadget-freaks blandt publikum, der blev en lille smule misundelige over den linse der, du kunne vise frem. That are very envious of this big lens that you just showed. Can I ask a personal question? What kind of thoughts do you have when you sit up there and look at Earth from that perspective?
Jamen, det er utrolig smukt. Og så er det
også
utrolig imponerende
and very impressive to find out how many details you can see up here through an 800-millimeter lens. Constructions that you can see through the lens.
Lufthavne, for eksempel. Lufthavne er faktisk en rigtig god måde
Airports are a very, very good way to identify the cities that you're looking at.
Altså det vil sige, det at se jorden heroppe fra
to watch the Earth from up here is very beautiful.
Man indser hurtigt, hvor unikt et sted
you quickly realize how unique Earth is, how crazy it is, and how important it is that we take care of it. There are no alternatives. It's our only place. We have no safety raft. It's so important that on Earth that we make sure we don't ruin it for each other. Another thing that you notice, you can't see country borders. It's one planet. We share it with each other. We're all humans that try to live side by side on the planet. And if we became a little better cooperating, better friends, a lot of our challenges in our daily lives would disappear.
Tak for det humanistiske budskab, Andreas Mogensen, her til
allersidst. Jeg så
jo i weekenden, at du havde kastet dig ud i at lave en chokolademus
that you have tried to make a chocolate mousse for yourself and your crew. Was that good?
Den smagte utrolig godt, og jeg har faktisk
It was so delicious, and I've done it again. It's in the refrigerator right now. I think tonight we're going to have chocolate mousse again. It's a very good way to spend time up here is to share a good chocolate mousse. So I look forward to that tonight.
Andreas, jeg håber, at du kan høre,
Andreas,
at der bliver klappet høfligt af dig her.
That
Og det er på en eller anden måde meget godt billede af, altså, hvor meget vi hernede i
That
Danmark
shows
følger
very
med
well
i
how
det,
much
du laver
we in
ude
Denmark
på den
follow
internationale
your work
rumstation. Og jeg vil
on
også
the
sige til dig, det
International
jeg har
Space
sagt til dig
Station.
før, at vi
And I
er,
can
og det
tell
er
you
vi
that I've said
stadigvæk
to
jo
you
helt
before,
utrolig
we
stolte af
are
dig og det,
so
du
proud
gør,
of you
og det arbejde, som du
and what
virkelig
you're
har
doing
gjort
and the work that you're
deroppe. Og
doing
jeg ved også, at du ved
up there.
utrolig meget, vi alle
And
sammen
I know you
følger
know
med i det. Det
how
er
much we all
super
follow
spændende,
you.
så tak
It's so
for
interesting.
det.
So thank you for
Tak skal du
for
have,
that.
Andreas Mogensen. Tak for at være
Thank
med
you,
her på
Andreas.
DI-topmødet
Thank you for joining us
2023, og
today
ikke mindst
in
tak
our
til
Business
ESA og
Summit
NASA Mission Control i
2023.
Houston for at gøre
And
det
thank
muligt.
you
Så
very
jeg
much to
Andreas
NASA
Mogensen,
in Houston
Booking-missionen
to
og
make
ikke
it
mindst
possible,
rumministeren ind for hånden.
and the
Tak,
Space
Andreas.
Minister as well. Thank you very much, Andreas.
Jamen, tusind tak. Det har været en fornøjelse at deltage.
It's been such a pleasure to participate.
I hvert fald 5 måneder til.
And I have to be here for at least another 5, maybe 7 months. So there's going to be a lot of other opportunities to, there's going to be a lot of exciting activities for the next 6 months. Hi. Bye.
Station to Houston ACR, that concludes our event.
Thank you to ESA and to all the participants at the Box and Arena. Station, we are now resuming operational audio communications.